Have you ever felt like you're not a priority to someone else? Imagine this. You pour your heart and soul into a job, an idea, or an action that holds deep meaning for you, only to be met with silence, indifference, or even just a half-hearted smile from the people you hoped would recognize your efforts. It feels like standing before a mirror, but instead of seeing your reflection, all you're faced with is emptiness, an unacknowledged existence. I have witnessed many people carry this heavy burden of disappointment, and I truly believe that this feeling doesn't belong to you alone. It's a universal part of the human experience, a story we can all relate to on some level. We all long to be acknowledged, valued, and loved. But the harsh truth is, even when you do everything right, sacrifice for others, and put them first, it doesn't guarantee they'll recognize your worth. Sometimes this reality unfolds even within our closest relationships, family, friends, or romantic partners. Picture a candle burning brightly to light the way for others. Yet, if no one stops to admire its glow or appreciate its warmth, the candle will eventually burn out, consumed by its own flame. So, how can you ensure that this candle not only shines but is cherished? How can you become an indispensable part of the lives of those who matter most to you? Now, let me guide you through a 9-step journey to not only keep that flame alive, but also to make others yearn to keep it glowing in their lives forever. Step 1. Create the fear of losing you. People often value what they fear losing. This is one of the fundamental principles of psychology. Think back. When was the last time you truly realized someone's worth? Was it when you were at risk of losing them forever? For instance, if you're always available for someone, always the first to listen or console them, they may take for granted that you'll always be there. Try changing things up. Don't respond to messages immediately. Don't always be available. Allow them to feel your absence and, in doing so, recognize the value you bring to their life. However, remember, creating the fear of losing you is not about playing power games. It's a way to teach others to appreciate you without compromising who you are. Step 2. Don't always be available. When you're perpetually available day or night, you unintentionally send the message that your time and life are less important. Let others understand that you have a life of your own. Imagine yourself as a book. A rare book with captivating content will make people cherish, seek, and savor every page. But if you're always sitting on the shelf, ready to be opened at any moment, will people read you with the same reverence? Instead of always catering to others' needs, spend time on yourself. Read, learn a new skill, or simply rest. By enriching your own life, you'll naturally become more intriguing to others. Step 3. Keep a little mystery. Never forget, attraction doesn't stem from what you say, but from what you allow others to discover. For example, when talking about your hobbies, you might mention that you love painting, but leave them wondering what you paint or how you do it. Don't reveal your entire story in one sitting. People are often drawn to novels where each chapter unveils a new secret. Be that novel. Step 4. Let them invest in you. People value things they put effort into achieving. This applies not only to material possessions, but also to relationships. For instance, if you're always the one planning meals, organizing outings, or taking care of every little detail, the other person might begin to take your efforts for granted. Let them share the responsibilities and effort. If they want you in their life, let them actively build that relationship with you. Step 5. Prioritize your own needs. Don't forget that you are also the protagonist in your own story. If someone doesn't value you, ask yourself, why am I allowing this to happen? Surround yourself with people who make you feel loved and prioritized. This will help you recognize your own worth. Step 6. Don't make them the center of your life. Have you ever heard the story of a bird trapped in a cage? When it's confined, people rarely notice its presence. But when it's free to soar, its beauty is unmistakable. Be that free bird. Don't let others feel like you exist solely for them. Live for yourself, and your independence and confidence will become the qualities they can't resist. Step 7. Stop being the one who always initiates. If you're always the first to text or reach out, take a step back. People often don't feel the need to try when everything is handed to them. Give others the chance to initiate. If they care, they'll reach out. If they don't, you'll understand that the relationship isn't worth your continued effort. Step 8. Create your own happiness. Happiness is something you build for yourself, not something you receive from others. Take time to do the things you love. Find joy in painting, playing an instrument, or simply enjoying a peaceful cup of tea. When you create your own happiness, you become someone who is attractive to yourself, and in turn, to others. Step 9. Be ready to walk away. Finally, remember that your worth doesn't depend on whether others acknowledge it or not. If someone doesn't value you, have the courage to leave. Like a flower that blooms only where there's sunlight, you too should only stay with those who allow you to shine. Conclusion. Life is a journey, and you're the one steering the wheel. Don't let others dictate your worth. Care for yourself, love yourself, and let your inner light shine. When you do, those who deserve you will recognize and cherish you. You deserve to be a priority, not just in someone else's life, but, most importantly, in your own.